Welcome back to O Sports on O Radio. It's Gio and Matt.
Back at it again.
Oh, Matt, I told you I was right.
You were right,
You know,
but I was also right.
I mean, I never was
None
wrong.
of us were wrong.
Actually, no, I might
put
have
it
been
that
wrong.
way.
I think I lied to one of the recruiters and said, yeah, I think I lied.
So
Because I said Ravens, but like as soon as I said the test, I'm like, actually, not Chiefs. I'm like, nah.
I never thought the Ravens are gonna win.
I thought it was going to be a good
I think
game.
It was a good game.
No, it was not.
Okay, it's the first.
3 drives
Yeah,
are
it was
good.
a good game. So, yeah.
After that, it was
All right,
kinda
what do you
like,
think lost the Chiefs this game?
You mean the Ravens?
Ravens. Why do you think they lost this game? Because I actually got to watch both.
They were
this
playing
week.
like they're playing a high school team after the first drive.
Disagree.
I do.
I think the biggest.
Their
All right.
offense, they had the best rushing offense. They had 16 rushes. Make that make sense. Number 1 rushing offense, but you rushed for 16 times. Total. And Lamar had the most.
Yeah. Well, Lamar's Lamar.
But still, it went 3-8-3. For the
Is
next.
that really terrible?
Yes, 16 rushes. If you're the number 1 rushing offense, you should at least have 30 carries a game, regardless of who it is. Just total 30 carries, in my opinion.
I can agree with that. I also think I think the Chiefs defense was just playing like the Chiefs defense during the regular season. Like they had a really good defensive game.
True.
Smell throwing you off a little bit.
No, I know who's outside. That's why I was like.
All right, so a topic that has been talked about a little bit, right? Is Zay Flowers. Did he lose him this game?
No.
I don't think it made
It's
that
hard
much
to
of an
put-
impact.
It's hard to put the loss on a receiver unless it's like a wide open game
Here's the
winning
thing.
touchdown catch.
It was a taunting at the 10.
That-
They were around the 10.
Like Joey B said, let them taunt.
Exactly. Right.
It's
Listen, he's a rookie who made a great play in the AFC Championship game.
Word.
He's gonna taunt.
like more specifically, it's not even taunting. Honestly, sometimes you gotta let him celebrate.
Nah,
And-
that was a taunt.
okay,
He
and
stood over him, stared him in the eyes, spun the ball right on his dead body. Like,
okay, and that's not like
that's a taunt.
my thing is this, right? You can't ask.
I
for-
don't think taunting should be penalized as much as it is.
I agree, but at the same time, I honestly don't think taunting should be I feel like the only time you taunting should be a penalty is if you get a reaction out of the other player. Because my thing is this, right? Everyone always asks, why are there no competitive games? Why is there not this? Why is there not that? Because the league's getting soft.
I agree.
Chad Ochocinco was the
Just,
last good
like-
celebrator.
Okay. Maybe AB for a little bit before CTE. I think taunting shouldn't be called in certain games. If this was week 1,
Yeah.
just like standard catch, like nothing crazy,
Yeah.
call it. That's like, why are you taunting? This is the AFC Championship. He's a rookie who just made a great catch over a veteran corner. Well, vet loosely. He's not that.
He's a sophomore,
Yeah.
right? Second year?
Yeah.
So sophomore.
But he's a great corner.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's taunting.
It's not. I feel like if you make
It's
a good
taunting
play,
that should be called.
good plays mean you should be able to celebrate. Now, it's just unfortunate his body was there. I mean,
Yeah.
that he was there, that he was just laying
He's
there.
So it was like few plays after, 1-2 plays after. They
Yeah, it
go
was like 2-3 plays later.
march right back down, and Zay Flowers,
He gets the ball,
he gets the ball all the way and dives
but it's
into
punched
the
out.
end zone, but it's punched out.
That's just a hustle play. That's just effort, man.
Right? I feel like they would put a lot of pressure on Zay Flowers to do good this game because like he was coming in as he's kind of the number 1
He is
receiver on the
number one.
team.
He is. There's no kind about it.
As a rookie, man, putting that much pressure on him to do good, like yeah, and he
But
went out there and performed.
it's also
sure, he got
Lamar.
the taunting call and he got the ball punched out in the end zone.
That's
That's not why they lost this game.
the only thing that I could really say hurt them was the taunting. The punched out ball is that's just football.
That happens,
Like, you know, he's diving for the plane. It's not like he just walked in there.
but it's also like Lamar. He threw a pick in a triple coverage, like that. You can't turn the ball over in the AFC Championship game.
The craziest thing is, if he has more air under that, we're not calling it a pick. It's a touchdown.
Yeah,
Or we're saying just
100%.
yeah, like we're
But
saying
it was
oh,
a pick.
yeah. You know, football is really a game of not what ifs, but like what could have been. Is that yeah?
That makes sense. So let's get into more of the Chiefs side of this. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce.
We knew it was gonna
Are
happen.
they the best quarterback receiving duo to play in the playoffs?
Record wise? Yes.
I think they're pushing. They're top 3 easy, maybe but they're not 3.
They're pushing. They're second behind Mahomes
or Tom and Gronk, Tom and
yeah,
Edelman.
they're second behind those two. But honestly, it's not as far as people think.
They've
right?
connected for the most touchdowns now. They've had the most playoff game appearances together.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mahomes. Jesus Christ, Brady and Gronk didn't play that many games. Like there was a considerable amount of games played before Gronk even got in the league by Brady, and I think Brady had like 3 rings before him.
Did he?
Yeah, I think so.
Did,
Gronk had Brady had like 3 rings. So think about it. If they win this, then yeah, you could give them the best duo, or just wait another year and they have it. That's the worst. That's the weirdest thing about it.
So I want to talk about Travis Kelce's stat line here.
I could have that stat line,
dude. 11 catches, 116 yards, and a touchdown.
Like I said, I could have that stat line.
Adds just the difference between Travis Kelce in this game and all the rest of the receivers is he actually played well. Rashee Rice also played well.
I mean, he also got boomstick bad.
Yeah, he did. So I think it was in the first half, Kelce went 10 for 10 for 100 yards, which is just that's impressive
for anybody.
But especially going against one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Supposedly the best, I think it was.
Yeah, besides like the Browns and
the Niners.
The Chiefs themselves. Chiefs have a great defense this year.
You know, I never thought I had to say this, but the day Mahomes has to get carried by his defense is the day I think I don't know.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't say he's carried by his defense. I think he's so good that he elevates the rest of his players.
True.
Like, say everybody's like a 6 out of 10 player. You play with Mahomes, 7.5. Like, he's just that good that he makes his receivers look good. And his receivers make the quarterback look bad.
Yeah.
MVS, bro.
No. Well, actually, yeah, I can't really argue with that.
MVS, Justin Watson. Give me another one.
Rashee Rice.
No, Rashee Rice is good.
Well, can you go to the receivers? Well, he didn't play.
He didn't play.
Noah Gray, maybe.
Noah Gray's not terrible.
I mean, it's hard to really do anything because they're tight ends.
Yeah.
I hate to judge tight ends by receiving stats just for the fact that they don't. They're not what you call receivers. They're more like guys that fill in.
Yeah. All right, but that was the Chiefs and the Ravens. And moving on to this Lions-Niners game.
You got to kick a field goal.
Absolute dogfight.
When?
For the first half?
First half was 24-7 Niners. Second half was 27-7. The other way around.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
But like my thing is this. Dan Campbell, I love him, but sometimes you got to kick a field goal.
So the first play call, he decided to go for it on 4th down. I completely understand that. Great call. You know, they didn't work out. Happens sometimes.
Yeah,
they were on
it.
Decent field position, didn't give the Niners too much to work with. The second time, you got to kick the field goal, got to go for the tie, got to work something. Also, the game management at the end was bad. He called a timeout, leaving San Fran enough time to just run out the clock.
Nothing is this right. You got to obviously being a head coach is hard enough as it is.
Yeah.
Now, professionally, that's even harder, right? But you got to know. I think I know a few people, Madden players, that would have played that game a little bit better.
100%.
No, not you. Look to my right.
It's Brandon.
Yeah. But I think there are a few, now maybe the score might be different saying it is a different head coach, but I think this might have been the Lions' chance for like the next 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
Because, the Lions if they keep this team, I think they could make a run at it again. They just might not make it.
To say everyone stays healthy, the Lions are in this exact same position next year. And I'm
not going to say exactly. I think
they're
they
in
get
the same
close.
position next year.
At least
maybe not 14-6. Maybe they're 13-7 or whatever the record is.
They might make.
I think they'll make the conference championships again.
They'll make the postseason. I'll say that they'll make the divisionals. But do I think they're making it to the championship game again? Depending on who they go against, no.
But think about the teams they beat. Okay,
let's say that they go against the Niners in the divisional round.
All right.
Are you picking them or the Lions?
I don't know. You saw this game and how this turned out.
But my thing is this. San Fran is San Fran. Detroit is Detroit.
Getting a little older too, though.
Okay, and Detroit's Detroit.
But Detroit this year is Detroit, and put up 31 points against the 49ers.
This could be a 1 year thing, Detroit.
It could, but with the team they have, it's not looking like it. They got the best rookie tight end in the draft. They have Amon-Ra. Jameson Williams needs to make catches.
Mm-hmm.
They have one of the better backs they drafted. Their running back room is absolutely stacked, and that
I'll be honest,
helps them so much.
I think the issue that the Lions had was the fact that they couldn't really run the ball effectively in the second half.
In the second half, the Niners couldn't run the ball at all.
Yeah, but that's my thing, right? When you have a run game, you're more likely to win a football game in general.
Yeah, running the ball is underrated.
Right. Wait, what?
Running the ball is underrated.
Nah, okay. Here comes my bias because I was a running back. Running the ball.
Still are.
No, I'm a receiver now. I'm a full-time receiver.
Oh.
Because I'm not
My
playing.
fault.
I'm not playing running back in college. Unless they ask me to, but
Sorry.
It's way more fun than you think, right? You know, obviously for the game, it seems a little bit more boring unless it's like a big run.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is this: you never passes. If the ball doesn't come out, the play is pretty much boring as it is. Even if they do some escape, but if a running back gets a 2-yard gain, it could be the craziest 2-yard gain in history.
Exactly.
You know, versus a pass that could go for 2 yards could be the most boring thing ever.
Maybe this is a bad comparison, but the Seahawks at the 1. If
Yes.
they would have just ran it, the likelihoods of them scoring was a lot higher.
I think that they scored 9 times out of 10.
Exactly.
Hell, they might even score 10 times out of 10.
I would say for at any given level, right? Like in the pros, high school, college, whatever, a running back 80% of the time can get at least 1 yard.
I think a high school running back, right? Average high school running back, he's not like the superstar of the team, but he's not like the worst guy. He's like one of the better guys, but not the best. I think he could get a yard in the NFL
Against the worst defense.
I'm saying average.
Listen, those guys are 6'6", 400.
No. I'm saying average line versus average line. Nothing crazy. I think it's possible. It's not impossible to do. Because what do you like? Now, if you're saying pass wise, like catch a pass versus press coverage, no. But running the ball, because you just need a hole. You can dive into it.
So the thing is, CMC, best running back in the league, going against one of the best rush defenses in the league.
Yeah.
He didn't get anything going.
I know he had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
That's all. I don't know how far they were. He had 2 for
20 carries, 90 yards.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. But yeah. A good championship weekend.
It was a great championship weekend. I enjoyed all the games I watched.
Do you want to hit? Do you have time to hit the Super Bowl real quick or no?
I will touch on the Super Bowl real quick. Just prediction: who's gonna win it?
Chiefs 27. Nah, Chiefs 31. Niners 30.
I got Niners at 27. Chiefs 17. I think they come back. I think Brock can do it.
I have the Chiefs having like a game-winning drive type of thing,
Maybe.
like last year.
I might be underrating the Chiefs. We'll come back to this maybe next week after Pro Bowl and reevaluate this.
Imagine getting it right again.
Dude, that'd be crazy. Let's take us into halftime.
All right. This has been No Sports. Where can I catch you on in the second half? Welcome back from the first half, and we're in the second now.
Yep.
And we made it.
Don't mind my claps. I forgot we had the button. Anyways, we made it. Well, almost. We made it to the postseason of wrestling.
Unlike some people. Not because they suck. Not because they suck. Just
You can only send
15.
X amount of people. Yeah.
I think it's like 15.
Something like that. But yeah, practices are now more intense.
No. They
Yeah.
really not yesterday.
They will be.
Nah.
They will be.
But we have 4 days till comp.
4
including
days till
today.
comp. It's gonna be tough today. We got Hen Hud coming to practice with us today, which should be interesting. I've been through a few joint practices, and most of the time they go all right. We'll see how it goes today. Gio, it's your first time being in a. Well, I guess it's your second now because you made football playoffs.
Yeah. I guess you could say that.
How you feel being in the postseason, just in general?
It's weird because, right?
Mentally, physically.
it's kind of weird because, when the team loses in the postseason for football, you're obviously all done.
Yeah.
For wrestling, it really just depends on you, and that's what makes me nervous.
Yeah, scared that you're gonna let yourself down.
Oh no, I'm scared that I'm gonna get disappointed. I'm a disappointed coach. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm already proud that I got 30 wins. Whatever happens from here is kind of whatever happens from here for me.
I understand that.
How's
your body feel? I'm banged up,
bro. My back hurt so bad when Anthony put me in credit
back,
yesterday.
your knees, your shoulders, your elbows.
I
your
started
neck.
tapping. It's how bad my back was hurting yesterday.
Oh,
I actually tapped.
I've definitely been in that position before.
Like, I'm not even gonna
100%.
lie. I don't know what happened. My back felt like it was like getting.
I had somebody
pulled.
run a bar on me in practice yesterday. Had to tap out of that. My shoulder was not having it.
Word. And my thing is this, right? If you tap in the middle of a match at comp, it's like you're
You're done. You're done.
like honestly, I'm playing. You gotta tell coach at that point.
And you
don't.
can't. You can never live that down.
Oh, I live.
Because you know that kid is gonna walk around until he's 97 saying, "Oh yeah, I tapped somebody out in a match that you can't tap people out in."
Me. Okay, you did good enough. You tried. You did. You got through it. Me, I'm a little banged up.
What do you think's the biggest thing going into this? Well, it's divisionals, right? Let me just quickly explain how this works. You go to divisionals, top 4 in divisionals, move on to sectionals, top 2 in sectionals, move on to states. Let's just work on making it past divisionals first, right?
Honestly,
What do you think's your biggest thing going into divisionals?
I don't want to say not giving up, but like kind of just knowing when to go and when to like ease up.
Okay.
I'm not
makes
taking a shot. This is
Gio's
the coach
biggest
alarm.
thing.
I'm
Gio
not
has-
taking a shot. I haven't taken
Gio's
one
offense
shot.
is his defense.
The best offense is a great defense. If they can't score,
It's true, but if you can't score,
I always score in the end.
do you always do end up scoring? I'll give you that much.
Like one time I've scored doing what I do. Saying I didn't get run through by the kid. Saying it was a good match.
I think it's almost impossible not to score, even though it's definitely happened.
I mean, I don't know why. I just can't get myself to shoot.
Is it like a nerve thing, or is it just because like jujitsu before, like you kind of just never really did that?
I just can't get myself to shoot for whatever it is. I've never been able to. And practice when we're drilling, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to a
You're
match,
forced to.
yeah. But when it comes to a match, I've never been able to.
See, I prefer shooting because if I take you down first, I just get to chill out on top and just live my life.
You kind of do the same thing. Well, my way. I kind of just have like the ability where I'm kind of like, all right, lean. I just feel like because like my legs are stronger than my arms, and you have to use your arms a little bit more
Yeah.
than you do. Like when you shoot, yeah, it is your legs too, but you're also using your arms to hold it in.
When you shoot with your legs, your arm, your back, it's like everything's kind of got to work as one. But if you're just on your feet, just like pushing and pulling,
It's really just your hips,
it's really just your hips. Yeah.
and it is more tiring if you don't get it done quick.
It's a comfortability thing for you. You just don't like being in that position where you could like get scored on or pinned.
Yeah, because I don't want to. Not even that. Because like I've been in a few situations that I've gotten out of.
Yeah.
It's just more like the can I make it to the next match? I'm more like that's what I think
I
about.
understand that.
Because like you never know. I've had a few ankle injuries, so I'm a little nervous about like shooting and like let's say I go step up or something happens.
Because majority of this season, besides like the Mid Hudson tournament,
Yeah.
what your match didn't really matter for the team that much. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
Oh,
Like,
no,
of course, everything you do impacts the team.
But it never really like.
But it's never been like, all right,
Oh,
Gio,
you
it's
win
the
this,
last
you
match.
win.
You win this. We win as a team. You win. You go to whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause, like,
now it is like that.
that's the thing, right? Mid Hudson's, I was able to do it my own way because yeah, it's a team thing, but it's more individually judged.
Yeah.
Versus like
And you placed.
third.
Yup.
Only kids I lost to are first and second, so say what you want now, but you can't beat me.
Unless
Oh.
you're those two kids.
Or Henry Martin.
You will be beat. At sectionals, 100% there's kids that are better than you.
I might get beat at divisionals.
Nah.
No, I might lose a match. You never know.
You might lose a match, but goal is win your first one.
Win the first one, go from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I feel like that should be your mentality every time, right? Like even if it's not just wrestling, just if it's basketball.
I know what my fear is
Get 1 point. What?
coming out too flat. Because it happened at
Yeah.
Coxsackie in the
Yeah.
last match. Like, I have, like, it's weird because, like, I don't shoot. So I try to slow down the match to what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I don't always slow it down, but I think it is because like the kid's not doing anything, or like we're not doing.
It's tough because you have to figure out, like, obviously you warm up as a team, you're all like ready to wrestle,
Yeah,
and then you're gonna have to wait for other matches until your weight class is called. So this is like a very fine line between you need to start warming up, or you're way too late and like you're gonna come out flat. If you come
Exactly.
out flat, you're just it's tough to win after that, and it really is like a mental thing too to just know when to be prepared.
and it's not honestly the mental aspect has never been an issue for me. I think that's just because like the years of competition.
Maybe
It was more of the.
I feel like it's less of an issue for you too because this is your first year and you don't really know anybody.
It's not even that. It's just like I've never had an issue with like being mentally focused because like
The focus isn't an issue for me either. It's sometimes like who I know I have to wrestle, or like if I'm gonna have to wrestle this guy, I'm like, oh, I gotta wrestle him.
yeah, it's like when you wrestle against your, like it's like competing against friends is more
Yeah.
fun than
All right.
rivals.
So my friend from Clarkstown North,
oh
he hasn't been taken down all year, and he's 37-0,
damn,
and I'm gonna have to wrestle him. I just have that feeling that I'm gonna have to wrestle, and I'm thinking when I wrestled him earlier this year, he beat me, not by that much.
it was like what barely a point.
Nah, you beat me by like 6 or 7,
Oh.
but he didn't beat me though.
Yeah.
But man, I'm thinking like I'm gonna have to wrestle him. Thinking how do I change this? How do I like do better? And that's just something I haven't figured out for myself yet.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I'm saying first match, like just win the first one, figure it out from there.
I think it also helps that I don't think.
That's a good thing though.
It's funny because most people think you don't think at all. I'm like, no, I have like one thought in my head. It's usually what I'm having for food.
Yeah, that's true. But you have to game plan a little bit,
No, I don't
Never?
game plan for nothing. I'm being honest.
unless coach tells you something.
Unless coach says look for this, I never look for anything. I just feel it.
Say I game plan or like I step on the line. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna try to get to this shot.
Yeah,
It's never gonna work. You have to like, gosh, I wish I remember what movie it was, but it's like, all right, there's 3 steps to this plan. 1, make the plan. 2, try and execute the plan.
Fast
3,
and Furious,
when
Hobbs
the-
and Shaw.
Maybe when the
It
plan
is.
doesn't work, throw away the plan.
Yeah, because it has
Yeah,
Jason Statham.
Nothing ever goes the way it's gonna happen. Nothing ever in sports is gonna happen perfectly.
I mean, sometimes it does.
There's a rare chance it does.
Yeah, I think there's a few times for me, like, I can't remember. It wasn't North Rockland. It was Sleepy, right? I knew the kid was getting frustrated, and I was like, I'm waiting. He's gonna shoot. So I kind of just like, I just made sure I was light on my feet. I was like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. I think that's the one of the very few times I was like on the plane because like I'm like I know he's gotta shoot. So if I stay on my feet, if I stay just on my toes, like as long as I'm ready to go up and over, I can do it.
What's the things that you've taken away from the season so far? That you're
I'm
gonna
not
try
doing
to
this ever
apply?
again. I'm not doing this ever again, bro.
But what from this season are you gonna apply to this postseason? Like anything that you've picked up, like moves specifically, or just like mentally?
I can't really say anything because I don't think so. It's kind of just like it just happens, and it's weird to say. It's hard to say what I'm gonna do if I don't really
Yeah.
plan out what I ever did from the beginning.
I try to take something out of almost every tournament. Like when it was the first tournament, I was 4-1, so I didn't really like. I was like,
Yeah.
I just did great, right? I don't gotta take anything out. But mid Hudson, I realized like looking back at my matches, I got to no offense,
Mhm.
and I like couldn't hand fight to save my life. So I'm like, all right, now I got to hand fight and save my life. When I went to Eastern States, I was rolled,
But it
absolutely
is the best,
rolled.
the best along the
Yeah,
Eastern.
I wrestled 2 state-ranked kids my first matches, which is tough. But I was like, all right, at Eastern States, like I had a lot of good movement on bottom. Let's just keep that going.
yeah,
And like throughout the season, I just haven't gotten pinned much. I've gotten pinned maybe like
once,
2 or 3 times.
yeah. And they're always the weight class above you,
Yeah.
so that does help.
Yeah. It does help knowing that I don't have to bump up a weight class. It doesn't help, though, that the kids that I wrestled at 131 came down to my weight class.
So I mean, but at least you're in the same weight now because they don't have the weight advantage.
True.
Because you go in there like 124, they go into like 133.
Yeah. It'd be tough. I'm not going to lie.
Like, unlike me, actually, no, that's like the
You like
exact-
to bump it up.
I only liked it because I always won.
Yeah. For some reason.
I was a guaranteed win at 160
Versus Arlington.
versus anybody.
Anybody?
I didn't lose.
You didn't lose at 160 this year?
No.
That was a high five for those who didn't hear it.
All my all my losses came at 152, which is weird because you think like
Which makes sense.
it makes sense because I had it makes sense that a majority of my losses came 152 because that's where I competed. But the fact that I'm able to say I went up to 160 and won every single one is kind of fun.
You know what? We could give that 50% to you. 50% of that's good coaching. Because coach knows, like, all right, if I send you up here, he's going to get us this win, or he's going to be real close if he loses. And you got all the wins.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I'd also like to thank our coaches publicly on air that they are the best coaching staff in the section, without a doubt.
They put up with me whining and this other word I can't say on this.
Yep.
You know, they put up with all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
man, did they push us hard.
whatever happens this Saturday, whether I make it into sectionals or I don't, thanks for putting up with me, and thanks for making me not hate this sport as much as I don't. And yeah, anything that you want to say? Anything else, Matt?
No, you know what? I will say something. Wrestling is fun.
Don't.
You should try it out.
Why?
Gio, because look at you now. Look at you now. You went from some kid who didn't want to wrestle to 30-plus wins.
I still don't
third
want to.
most on the team.
I still don't want to.
But you're going to. You're
I
going to
don't
wrestle
have
for
a
2
choice.
more weeks. And you're going to help us win
Possibly
the
2
section.
more.
Possibly 2 more, true.
Don't ever jump the gun.
True.
Because what if I come out flat, or like I just have a bad day?
But I would just like to say we accomplished so much as a team this year. And one more big goal, win the section.
Good luck, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be there.
All right. Take us out, Gio. Depressing.
This has been O Sports on O Radio. We put the O Radio. You can follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram.